Since 2013, the Saints and the Sharks have dominated the NZNBL, sharing in 8 straight championships. Tonight, the fierce rivals are battling to stay in the race for the final 6. With everything on the line, the Saints and the Sharks are ready to rumble. No mai hera mai, hello and welcome. Round 7 at TSB Bank Arena. NZNBL action with thanks to GJ Gardner Holmes, Justin Nelson with you, and sitting right alongside me, the wonderful Megan Compain. Good evening.
Good evening, kia ora, and yeah, great to be back. And what a game we've got here with the 8th and 9th teams on the ladder, with the Saints looking to improve on their one-game win streak at home with a full-strength team, and the Sharks at 5-game slide that they were looking to break tonight. So it's going to be a good one. Yeah, incredible position for these two teams. Been a busy round 7 so far, and some massive games. Thursday night, the Hawks got the Sharks by 15. How about last night? Big upset, the Airs at home by 2. Anthony Hilliard with 34 points. And as we've just seen coming into this game, the Bulls snap a 4-game losing streak. They get the Giants by 8. Amazing. Looking ahead, of course, this big one tonight, but 2 more games tomorrow. Jets and the Tuatara, and the Rams and the Bulls. Corey Webster charging for the Bulls tonight with 31 points. Let's have a look at the ladder at the moment, midway through round 7 in the NZNBL, and have a look at that. 8th and 9th on the table, as you said, Megan. It is unfamiliar territory, and the season is on the line tonight. You say, like, there's very few games count for little at this point in the season, the halfway mark almost, and the Sharks and the Saints, this game could rule their chances off or on in the final 6. No doubt about it. Let's have a look at the Sharks starters tonight, and they are undermanned. Inga, Gerard, Burton, Kelman, Boto, and Winston Shepherd. But the big news here is Mojave King, who starred on Thursday night, won't play in this game. He's got a right hand injury. Here it is from Thursday night, late in the game, right there. You can see him go to that right hand straight away, and that is a massive blow. He hit 7 triples on Thursday night. He's been on fire, one of the top scorers in the competition. He's out. Leighton Hamilton with the job to do to shuffle the pieces on the chessboard. Let's catch up with the coach now. Here with Coach Leighton Hamilton. So look, you open the season with a 36-point win against the Saints. But I imagine that you've been preparing differently for them tonight. How has the preparation gone?
Well, yeah, there's a different lineup for sure this time around. So, you know, like, the things don't really change for us in terms of process. Like, we still go through our same routines. Yeah, there's a different scout on different players now, but the reality is we gave them all the respect last time, and we give them every respect this time as well. So it's a tough road swing when you're asked to go visit the Hawks' Nest and then 2 days ago, and then back it up at the Saints TSB Arena. How do you prepare for the second game when you're on a road trip like that? Yeah, again, I guess we just stay with process, right? So if we make sure we do all the little things right, make sure our bodies are recovered, we're locked in at shoot-arounds and in our scout, then it just becomes about getting out there and letting the players make all the right decisions on the court. Well, great. Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Well, the Sharks with a job to do. They've lost their last 5. The Saints hit some form against the Airs last week. Here's the starters: Natai, Smith, Vidanovic, Tuffin and Cooks. No Darnay Samuel in the starting lineup, Megan. No Darnay Samuel, and we were just talking about that before, particularly with the size that the Sharks do carry inside. It'll be interesting to see. They've obviously chosen to spread the court and look for the outside. Let's catch up now with Coach Guy Malloy. Here with Coach Guy Malloy. Coach, you're coming off your best performance of the season with that win against the Taranaki Airs, and this is your first game at home in the TSB Arena with your full-strength squad. How important is that for the Saints?
Yeah, really important. Obviously, we've had Xavier in for a full week of training, which is great, and Tommy Vidanovic for his 2nd week of training. So we feel like we're building. We have a lot of work to do to improve our defense, but hopefully it's getting better. So the Sharks had a tough opening round against the Sharks at the beginning of the season, but certainly won't be probably a sign of what's happening tonight. But how do you prepare for the Sharks, particularly with that size inside? Yeah, look, they're an explosive transition team. They're loaded with shooters, so we're going to have to defend really well. They have got the shot blocking presence, so I think we need to penetrate and kick the ball out a lot and find our shooters. So that's the key point. Any comments on Mo King being ruled out this week? Yeah, well, he's such an explosive downhill attacking athlete, and you know, we had to prepare hard for that and to keep the ball in front and not let him get to the rack early. So it certainly changes the look of their offense, I think. Although Drew Leo's been playing very, very well, so he may well work into that space.
Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you very much.
Let's have a look at the head-to-head, Megan, and we know these two teams can score. They can score in spades. Defense, a little bit of a worry there. The Saints look after it, the Sharks not so much, and the rebounds is something that the Saints want to get on top of tonight.
As I say, the Saints are, you know, bottom of the ladder on a couple of those key statistics there, and Coach Guy Malloy talked about that in the interview just before. Defense is going to win this game for them.
Let's have a look at the TAB odds tonight and see how it's sitting. The Saints starting warm favourites. I've been tipping some upsets lately, Megan, but I reckon they're pretty close.
I would love to pick the person who's going to go for the Sharks tonight, but hey, look, we've been wrong in the past. There's a couple of amazing upsets this week, so you never know.
There's the win margins. I do like the Saints at +11, but as you said, we know these two are fierce. They step up for this game against each other, and they'll do that again tonight, there's no doubt. So don't be surprised. Overs and unders, they can both score heavily. I like the overs.
You're talking to the wrong person here, Justin. I know nothing about gambling, but I'll believe you.
And as always, do gamble responsibly. We're just about set to go. The officials in charge of this big clash tonight, and they come no bigger in the Cells NBL than the Saints and the Sharks. Melanie O'Connor, Hayden Pipe and Taylor Amundsen will be looking after proceedings. There they are, the Sharks on the road with their season on the line. They lost to the Hawks on Thursday night, and now they're in one of the most formidable arenas in the Cells NBL, taking on the Saints. Megan, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I'm looking around, it's a Saturday night in the capital, and the first time that the Saints have been on the court with their full-strength team. I think they're going to put on a show for the crowd tonight, and they've turned up in droves.
Braden Inga hasn't hit a triple in his last 2 games. In his last 99 minutes, he's only scored 11 points, shot 4 of 18. For me, he's the one that has to get going tonight for the Sharks.
We talked about it earlier, and Mike Smith has the ability to change a game in just a second, so it would be great to see what Mike Smith shows up tonight.
Underway, round 7 in the capital. Fierce foes, big rivals, the Saints and the Sharks. We've got an early whistle. I think we need to just fix the shot clock. Everyone take a breather, and we'll get back underway.
Is it wrong that I immediately looked at Tommy Vodonovic and wondered what he had done wrong?
he had a look on his face too. Hey, there's Mo King, by the way. That's the big news. He's out of this game with a right hand injury. You can just see the fingers there taped together. And he's a massive loss. He's had a huge season, one of the top scorers in the competition. His game on Thursday night against the Hawks was just out of this world.
You'd be forgiven for forgetting that he's a teenager.
19.
And I did not know that he wasn't playing until I sat down tonight, and I sat here with my notes going, can't wait to see Mo King take the court.
In fact, so big was his game on Thursday night, he had a season high 29 points in that game.
While we're filling time here, Justin, a little history note. I played against his mother, Tracy King.
Yes,
Tracy
great
King was
player.
an incredible player
Yes.
from down in the Otago region, and even before I played against her, I saw her play. She was the first woman, girl player I saw at high school dribble behind her back, and I thought that was just amazing. So I always thought of Tracy King as right up here in terms of talent. She was an incredible player.
And no doubt she'll be watching on tonight. We wish you well, Tracy. Now, just while we are talking about things happening around the world, close to home, Jordan Mills, the GM of the Saints, he's not here tonight. He rarely misses home games, by the way, but congratulations to Jordan and his partner Vicky, who welcomed baby boy Hudson into the world earlier this morning.
God, it's great news, and probably Jordan hasn't missed a game since he was a baby himself, considering that Nick Mills basically built the Saints arena and the Saints legacy. So congratulations, Jordan. Baby Hudson, I believe there's another famous baby Hudson that was just born recently.
Oh, there you go.
Sam Kane and Sam's wife. Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's Hudsons
there you
everywhere.
Go. Hudson's everywhere.
And if you haven't heard the news coming into this game, we've got a slight delay here with some timing. But if you haven't heard the news coming in, the Franklin Bulls have snapped a 4-game losing streak tonight in Nelson. Now that's a big win considering the Giants completed the Southern swing with wins over the Sharks and the Nuggets last week. Corey Webster, first game in the Cells NBL for a number of years, 31 points.
Well, he decided to show up tonight, didn't he? Didn't leave anything to the imagination of why Corey Webster's one of the best that we've produced ever. And he certainly showed up tonight. But a cliche as it is, it just shows you that it's anyone's game on any particular night. This league is so incredibly close.
And what it does is the ladder just constantly changes. In fact, here it is. This is the updated table after that big win by the Bulls. All of a sudden, they edge a bit closer. Remember, it's top 6 this season, but the pressure on the Sharks and Saints to win tonight is enormous.
This is a game that they'll look back on, I think, in a couple of games to go and wonder if they've got a shot or not. This is one of those games that they'll look at that they'll need to win.
There's Xavier Cooks, just his, unbelievable. First game in the Cells NBL last week.
Just a casual triple-double?
Triple-double, if you don't mind.
Coach Guy Lewis chatting to him off on the sideline before we started, and he said, look, he just had a couple of light sort of training sessions, a couple of light runarounds, and just dropped a triple-double.
Just signed a new 3-year deal with the Sydney Kings in the Aussie NBL yesterday as well, Xavier Cooks. Hey, we're back underway. Sorry about the delay to this one. And Killer KT almost with the opening basket of the game. The Saints get it back. Mike Smith will fire from range. That one's in and out. The Saints with a couple of early opportunities.
And they're quite good looks from three-point line. None of them dropped, but Tommy V with his hand on the first rebound and almost the second, but
Dom Kelman-Potto fires it out to Jalen Durant. Opening basket of the game falls the way of the team in orange.
So one of my absolute favourite players is Dom Kelman-Potto.
Mike Smith with his second look of the game. Comes up short. The Sharkies with an early lead. There's a foul that'll go against Mike Smith. And Zoe Burton will head to the Racine line. Here's the replay. There's the push, no doubt about that.
Well, a couple of early games, the Saints found themselves in foul trouble early, so that might be a bit of a tactic for the Sharks to take it hard, take it early.
Alonzo Burton, he'll be looking to get going in this one. His last 3 games, scoring-wise, 7, 6, 7. Don't forget, back in round 1 against the Saints, he hit 8 of 8 triples. So we know what he's capable of. Sharks out by 5. And yet again, the timing gremlins are having fun with us tonight in the capital.
I think Mike Smith's just going to take it as an opportunity to get a few extra shots up.
Hopefully they've fixed that up. Sharks out by 5 in the opening minute. Feels like the opening minute's gone about half an hour.
I know, you're probably sick of hearing our voices by the time we get to the fourth quarter.
There's Tommy V. Has to force it back out to Smith. Couple to beat, goes to the corner. Nartai has Burton in front of him, up over the top, off the front of the rim. And here come the Sharks. Up and about tonight, desperately needing a win to keep their season alive. Here's Dom Kelman-Potto to the corner. It ends up now with Duran. 2 of 2? No. Cooks, rebound, he's away. Quickly sizes it up, goes to the hoop. Aggressive stuff from Xavier Cooks.
So it was a great ball movement down the other end of the court by the Sharks to get that open 3. But man, when Xavier Cook gets the ball on the open court, you didn't see that he was going to do anything but what he did there.
Here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. And you can't get any closer to the action than that. He misses the first from the Racine line. He'd be a happy man today with a new 3-year deal.
Yeah, I would think so, and a championship to boot.
26-year-old, born in regional Victoria, Ballarat. Have you ever heard of Ballarat?
No, I have not. Anything I should know?
Absolute gold mining town that was back in the 1800s. There's Dom Kelman-Potto. You can thank me for the history lesson a little bit later on, Megan.
I'll have to Google it.
There's Cooks again. Had a little bit too much on it, and this game, up-tempo in the early running. Gerard, he's already hit one. That looks good off the hand. Can't finish it, and the Sharks getting some open looks early.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it was a bit of a worry that they're getting up the court so quickly. The Saints are allowing those open shots.
Here's Kenneth Tuffin. He's had a couple of early looks as well. Saints missing their own early chances. Winston Shepherd inside, puts it up and over the top. Another basket.
Almost looked like he lost the ball there. And
Saints have missed their opening 5 field goals. There's Nartai, Smith in the corner. This would be helpful. That's well short. And the Sharks at the moment, I think they've rattled the Saints.
Certainly have. They've dropped obviously into this 2-3 zone start, forcing the outside shot.
This would be handy. Zoe Burton can't complete. 7-1 lead early to the Sharks. That's better inside. Vidanovic, too much pepper on it. And now the Sharks can extend. Inga, just 1 point on Thursday night. Here's Burton, that looks good. Zoe Burton, big three, and that may bring about a timeout early in this one. It will. The visitors, as we said, always fierce between these two, never count them out. The Sharks lead early, 10-1.
They've come out and ready to play, really pushing the ball on offense, taking it to the Saints to create those open threes and open looks, but on their defensive end, really shut the Saints down.
Let's hear what Guy Malloy has to say.
This play, we're going to go a thin. All right, bring it to Geordie's side on the shakes, move the ball. We're going to come back and get a thin for Geordie. No shot, he'll trigger the dominoes. We've got to keep moving. Hey, we're getting great looks at it, inside and out. They'll go for us. Keep attacking the ring, boys. We'll be fine. Now, make sure that there's no easy looks for the shooters down that end. Stay on the same pick and roll D. That's okay. Here we go. Score this play. Come on. In a fin.
Well, I think the message there is pretty clear. Keep taking the looks. They have had open looks, Megan. They've gone 0 of 8 to start this game, including 0 of 5 from beyond the arc.
But you would take those shots every day. They were wide open shots with very, very good three-point shooters. So we've said it before, the Saints kind of like to live and die by the three, and you hope that they'll start to get warm up by the time that this game pulls away too much.
Well, they have had a season high 48 three-point attempts in one game earlier this season. So you're right. They don't mind going from range. They will definitely want to score on this possession, though. Nartai, there's another open look. That one drops.
Kenneth Tuffin going for the offensive, just make sure that he didn't get anywhere near being called for a goaltending.
And as Nartai ran back past us, just a sneaky little hands up to say thanks. And there's Romaro Gill into the game, former Saint himself. Look at Mike Smith. How quick has he gone back the other way? Bodies everywhere, signage everywhere, and Mike Smith is helped back to his feet. That was quick.
That was quick. And it's good to see the Saints pushing the ball up the other end of the court, because once the Sharks are doing a really good job when they're dropping down into that zone defense and forcing them out.
As you can see there, Drew Leo, the full weight of Lasongi Ape landed on Mike Smith. That was a heavy collision afterwards. And Smith just a little bit ginger getting back to his feet. Makes the first from the coloured stripe. And the second, no mistake for Mike Smith.
Wellington.
Had 30 points against the Airs last week, Megan. He really got them going after quarter time. He's one man the Sharks will want to keep under control tonight. Here's the 7'2" Romaro Gill. Over the shoulder, misses. Now, Tommy Vidanovic is down behind play. He's back to his feet now, though. Fear not, Saints fans. Kenneth Tuffin.
Not going to miss 3 in a row. And just like that, it's almost like they took about 5 minutes to wake up.
And now it's the Sharks' turn to have a timeout and have a chat. 10-1 up moments ago, an 8-0 run by the Saints. Let's have a listen into the Sharks huddle.
It was the staggers. You were supposed to come out and get a reverse pass. There's this cross screen there. But don't worry about it. Hey, can't forget about that. Hey, there, I don't like you have to go, but if you have to go, cut off that area. So cut that away so they trying to turn that one. Because that's the absolute shooter in the corner. We can't have that one. Right? Okay, hey, our next play right now, if we're in transition, we're in power. The dog, right? Okay, you're still in. Right, let's go.
Megan talking about that corner three. Kenneth Tuppen in the opening 4 games for the Saints this season. KT 5 of 17 from distance. Remember, he was the best three-point shooter in the competition last season. In his last 2 games, 8 of 14.
Yeah, we really struggled in those first few games, and whether or not that was just with a bit of pressure on him, there wasn't a lot to draw the defensive attention away from him. But he's certainly shown in the last few games why he's so difficult to guard when he's on the wing.
Saints bring it back to 1 midway through the first. Round 7 action in the Cells NBL. Love a Saturday night in the capital. There's Dom Kelman-Poto getting up. And how good was Xavier Cooks to take that rebound quickly back the other way. Vidanovic. Cooks on the putback is good.
First time I'm seeing him play live, actually, and wow, he is silky smooth, isn't he?
Speaking of silky smooth, nice basket, Jalen Durant. Tuffen tried to find Cooks. Inga picked it off. Durant back the other way, pulls up, and just a little bit deep. Frenetic speed on the turnover. Here's Inga back the other way, pulls up for 3, and he drains another.
Yeah, that's a tough transition loss there. Good pressure on the shooter. I think the first 3 was a little ill-advised, but that's a heartbreaker.
Game slows down. It has been played at speed in this opening quarter. 26 points in the opening 6 minutes, Megan, and we've seen patches where both teams haven't been able to buy a basket.
No, like when they've been heating up, and just the speed that both teams are getting up and down the court with a little bit of backcourt pressure as well.
25 shots in the opening 6 minutes. If the night continues like that, hold your breath. Ngatai finds a way through. Good hand in there by Kelman-Poto. And a couple of turnovers to the Saints in the last 20 seconds of play. Corner ball, Inga. He's one player that the Sharks will be hoping can find some form tonight. Cooks inside. How good was that?
As I say, silky smooth, but do you know what? Just give him the ball at the moment.
Songiape keeps the dribble alive, spins back, dumps it off to DKP.
Lovely pass, good look there. Kept the ball in hand.
Dom Kelman-Poto eats baskets like that for breakfast. Ngatai from long range. Definitely the plan here for the Sharks is to push. Shepherd finds Songiape, and right in front of us, Megan, Guy Malloy is shouting out D-Trans. He wants his team to match that speed going back the other way. There's a foul against Shepherd.
Yeah, I don't know. From my angle there, that looked quite clean, but what a great lane to the basket.
Well, the beauty about having cameras everywhere is we get to see it again. And I reckon you might be right, Megan. Yeah, I'm with you.
A little bit of body contact there. Otherwise, it was quite clean on the arm, but not a lot of... The Sharks are not giving up a lot in terms of lanes to the basket. So good little screen on the wing there that let Mike Smith find that lane.
Clearly the game plan tonight from the Sharks is just run at all costs. We've seen it already now. What are your thoughts?
No, absolutely. It's pack it in, make them shoot the three under a bit of pressure, rebound and go.
Johnny Helou comes in for Mike Smith. 3-point ball game. Lasongi Ape was looking for Burton. Offensive foul has been called and it's gone on Alonzo Burton. Maybe just a little bit of a push there.
A little bit of a hip check. Those ones are so tough because you've got the player moving at the same time. So it's a little bit of movement, but it just depends on how well you can sell it in when you're the defensive player.
Darnay Samuel into the action. Started on the bench tonight. So a change up from the Saints. And the blue number 2 had to sit and watch the opening minutes. Kenneth Tuffin inside. Oh. Look who's there.
God, I love that man on the boards. 9 rebounds he's averaging this season so far.
And now he's going body to body.
Wouldn't you love to see him and Dylan Boucher match up?
Oh, what a matchup that would be.
In Dylan's prime. Not saying that he's totally out of his prime. He still plays a good little level of club ball, I think. But
I reckon Dylan would still give it a shake now.
I think he would, but those two would just be absolute dynamite on the court together.
Be good fun, wouldn't it? Kenneth Tuffin called for the foul there, the skipper of the Saints.
The other thing that Kenneth Tuffin struggled with in a couple of his early games was foul trouble, so we don't want to see him pick up too many more in the first half.
Well, he had that patch where he fouled out in 2 consecutive games. Here's DKP from the corner. Can't drop that one. Johnny Helou quickly back up the other way. Played for the Sharks last season. Tough ball inside for Tom Vidanovic. He thought it came off the hand of DKP.
And it did. A quick correction there by referee Melanie O'Connell.
Oh,
Saints get it back.
Corner. That's
Stay flat in the
it's
corner.
all right.
Here's Nartai through traffic up and wow, that would have been good. Quick transition. Lasongi Ape from one end to the other. Drew Leo's a happy man with that.
And that ball didn't even touch the floor.
Man,
that was now that is textbook transition. Wow.
Box out.
Dane pulls up for the jumper, misses, goes in hard on Kelman Poto and is called for the foul. Now, how good is this? Lasongi Ape, who's having one heck of a season, showing plenty of emotion there.
It sure did. But that is, wow, that was a transition because that was a great drive by Jordan Nartai. Unlucky to not get that ball to drop, but that ball got up the court so fast.
And that's the way they're playing tonight. Here's Kelman Poto over Cooks. Defense wins out. Back come the Saints. Johnny Helou sees it slapped away by Winston Shepherd. He wasn't having any of that. And just a little bit of spice in the game, as we've seen many, many times over the last decade between these two. Look at that for a block.
That was definitely clean on that one. I don't think they called for the foul there.
What a front seat position for those fans to see that.
I'm getting slightly dizzy how fast those balls going up and down the court. I feel like I'm watching a game of tennis.
It has been quick. Winston Shepherd having plenty to say. We saw a little bit of that on Thursday night as well. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. Darnay Samuel won't take a backward step either.
Shoot a corner. It's all right. It's all right. Stay down. Good job, Drew.
Here's Johnny Helou.
Stay down.
Cooks. What a first quarter he's had. Floats it in. Got a feeling the Saints fans are going to warm to Xavier Cooks real quick.
I think so. Maybe we can convince him to sign a 3-year contract here. I don't think that would go down too badly.
Shepherd with the miss, gets it back. Open look. Can't get the roll. In fact, Cooks nearly scored at the other end as well then. Samuel steps back on DKP, well short. Dying seconds. Sharks to get the last shot of the quarter. They lead by 1. It's been a fun start tonight in the Cells NBL. Drew Leo turns around. What a move by the kid. What a finish by Drew Leo Lasongi Ape.
Oh, that's at the buzzer.
Amazing effort. Puts the Sharks up by 3. Great basketball in the capital tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't go away. Back with more after this. Quarter time in the capital tonight. We've got a close one. Sharks up by 3. How about all those championship banners? 12 of them, in fact.
12 of them. I'm just commenting on the fact that you just took your jacket off, Justin. Are you getting just sort of like hot and bothered just watching the energy of this game? This first quarter has been off the hook.
Yeah, hot in the kitchen tonight. Let's catch up with Sharks coach Leighton Haddleton. And speaking of hot, how's the pace in the opening quarter tonight, Leighton? No doubt that's the plan coming into this game. Sharks are pushing the ball. Yeah,
well, I guess, you know, the fact you just talked about 12 championship rings, we've got 3 of our own. We've just got to make sure that we play the right way. So, you know, we play Sharks basketball, we'll be good.
Like that zone defense is working a treat for you guys. Do you stay in that for the second quarter?
We stay in as long as it works.
Well, it's working. Well done.
Thank you. It's a very good point. Thanks, Coach. Always good to catch up.
State the obvious.
Absolutely. Always good. The coach is giving us their time. Second quarter underway. Xavier Cooks has been a monster in this game. Speaking of monsters, well, I wonder if that one should have counted. And now we've got a tech foul against Xavier Cooks. We'd love to have a second look at this.
Yeah, I think he has a little bit of a reason to be a little hype up on that one. That was...
Oh, here it goes. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's on the way down for me.
That's on the way down.
That should have counted as 2. So a miss there, and unfortunately, a technical foul as well for Xavier Cooks. And the Sharks have made the Saints pay with Zoe Burton heading off to the Racine line and converting. It swings and roundabouts though, isn't it, Megan? I mean, when things go against you, you just got to make sure you don't make it worse.
That's just traditionally what happens though, isn't it? The whole red head, blue head scenario. Then you turn around and take the ball off them at the other end.
Get a steal, as he did. Can the Saints convert? Mike Smith steps around the big fella, gets up off the glass. Fantastic basket.
He saw him coming. Gave him a little bit of a hush and a head shake.
That was 7'2" against about 5'11". Here is the big fella, Romaro Gill. Loose ball, Tom Cowie. Going in hard with Kenneth Tuffin. Sharks are going to come up with it. Foul has been called on
that's
Kenneth
a tough
Tuffin.
call. That's
And
a tough call.
Talking an elbow. We'll have a look at this one again. Tom Cowie holding his face. Here's the rebound, knocked out of the hand, and, well, there's the left elbow. It's errant. It's certainly not deliberate.
Certainly not, no. It was just a unfortunate run of the ball. Like his elbow didn't swing at all. I think he was unlucky to get that one, and as we talked about, Kenneth has had some trouble with his fouls in the early parts of his game. He's sitting on 2 now, early in the second quarter.
At the same time, you make contact to the head. I mean, you've got to call it, don't you? And the referee was right there to pick that up. So you don't want to see any player copping an elbow. Saints go to work again. Tuffin, did he travel? In fact, it's going to be a foul.
I was looking at the same thing you were, Justin. I thought he had a
little bit of
happy feet there.
A little bit of a dance.
But the referee's eyes were solely inside with the battle down low. Tommy V coming out on top on that one.
Ngatai taking a break for the Saints. It's become a bit of an arm wrestle. I mean, that early scoring up and down, and now it's really hard to get points. There's a foul with Alonzo Burton just stepping into the side of Smith. Points are hard to come by.
How quick is Mike Smith, and he's now starting to find a way to sort of pick the holes in the zone. That's just been the first quarter, really closed the Saints down and forced them outside. Mike Smith has started to now find those little gaps and has gotten himself to the Rosine stripe.
Saints have taken 22 rebounds in the game. There's a player out there wearing number 10 by the name of Xavier Cooks. He has 14 of them. 14.
You are joking.
14.
That's a typo.
We are 12 minutes into the game.
He's
got
typo.
14 rebounds. Can you believe that?
And Tommy V's on 6. And that's impressive stat of its own.
Keep an eye on Xavier Cooks tonight. 7 points, 14 rebounds so far in this game.
14 though, isn't it?
That is incredible. Here's Inga. That's a tough shot, and he makes it. A big basket for the Sharks, and as we've said a couple of times, this young man trying to find some form at the moment, that'll certainly help.
So I'm just still reeling a bit about the 14 rebounds in the first quarter.
Here's Inga. Averaging 9 points, just under 6 rebounds a game. Field goal percentage at the moment for Inga, just 32% on the season. Sharks out by 3 and testing the Saints tonight. Saints at full strength. No King for the Sharks. What a basket, Mike Smith. Well, that is speed, that is change of direction, and it is just pure guts and determination.
And does he look like he's having so much fun out there? I would love whoever does the Sal's NBL highlight reel to just do a clip of Mike Smith's drive to the basket and his fall to the ground. The drive slide. That would be a package that I would look for.
I'll tell you now, anyone who is considering getting along to a Saints game, you want to be sitting baseline because you are going to have the action in your lap.
Getting your money's worth.
Game tied up, 24 apiece. Winston Shepherd's been quiet.
Talk about cleaning up on the boards.
Here's Smith again, and again he finds a lane to the basket. Can't convert on that occasion. Sharks are away. Dom Kelman Poto gets up strong. And yet again, we've seen some action off the baseline. Now, I reckon DKP may have actually hit the goal upright there.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of confusion. As you say that there's a siren that almost sounded like a shot clock violation halfway through that play, and a lot of the Saints actually pulled up, which gave Dom the lane to the hoop. So 2 points there that the Saints won't be happy about.
Well, we get to take a breath. It's been an incredible start to this game.
It's only been 3 minutes.
Oh, it's had everything this game.
We're 3 minutes into the second quarter.
I'm not sure who our camera operator is down there under the basket.
Hey, next
Just
play.
gave you a thumbs up.
Man or zone. Corner pick and roll. So take it down. Tommy, come and get him. Xavier at the top. We're going to kick the ball back. We'll look at the high-low. But then it's Nova. Kick it. Kick it. Flare pick. To the top. Drive at it. You've got the flare pick. Pass it to the wings. Flare for the wing. He'll cut off you. Nova. Here we go.
Guy Malloy, one of the most experienced coaches in the Cells NBL, arrived here in Wellington off the back of success in the Australian WNBL, leading the Melbourne Boomers to a championship over there.
It's great to have Guy Malloy in the capital and in New Zealand in his wider role as the Tall Ferns national team coach. And he will be looking on, as well as his Saints role, at the Tauihi Women's Basketball League.
Yeah, that's not too far away. Tip-off on June at 29 as Tommy Vodanovic converts for the Saints out of the timeout. And back the other way, Tom Kelman-Poto has been in the wars tonight. Wears some contact and finishes strong.
Oh, he's just so good under the basket, isn't he?
He's a tough dude, there's no doubt about that. There's the contact. I've just been looking at our cameraman down there to see if he's still up and going as well, just before that timeout. There he is, thumbs up, he's right to go.
Take a step back when Dom starts driving to the lane.
Well, he copped an absolute faceful of Dom Kelman-Poto. Here he is. Star player in the Cells NBL. Can't finish. 2-point margin. Here's the excitement machine, Mike Smith. 30 points against the Airs last week. Corner ball, Kenneth Tuffin. Tapped out, Vodanovic keeps it alive.
Step up, step up.
The Saints will go again. Vodanovic fakes one way, goes back to his right and makes it. Great basket, sweet.
Well, that's his first of the night, and we know how hot he can get behind the three-point line, and there's Mike Smith.
Got it back. Hustle. Saints now look to extend their lead. Inside, Xavier Cooks receives. One way, then the other, up and in.
Smooth. Tell you what, Justin, I don't feel like I'm watching the 9th and the 8th placed teams in this competition playing a game tonight.
Sharks need to be careful here. Saints are making their run. Kelman-Poto for 3. Loose ball, and here he is again. Crowd up and about. Mike Smith. One way to the end, and
interesting no call there.
Yeah. Duran, big basket from Winston Shepherd. And that might just be his second basket of the game. Winston Shepherd has been well held tonight, going at 15 points a game.
The Sharks have certainly spread out their scoring. Dom Kelman-Poto sitting on 6. Alonzo Burton, as you said, needing a game tonight, and he's got 6 points.
Mike Smith keeps it alive. He's a ball of energy.
Hands up! Oh, wow.
Here's Nartai over Kelman-Poto, who fouls, puts the hand up straight away. That's his second personal foul. How about Mike Smith?
Oh.
Just give me your thoughts on Mike Smith, Megan.
Well, I think ball of energy is how you can describe him. Speedy Gonzalez, the cartoon character, he's almost not human-like tonight.
Tell you what, if we're talking about cartoon characters, he's almost like the Tassie Devil, isn't he?
With the cyclone chasing him, going everywhere he goes.
He is the cyclone tonight. Ngatai at the Racine line hits the first. There's just something about these two teams when they clash in a desperate game of basketball, isn't there?
That's it, and the energy and the passion and the skill level as well. As I say, 8th and 9th on the ladder. You wouldn't think it by watching the energy and the skill level of these players tonight.
Songiape back on the floor. Can the Sharks respond as Ngatai slides across the boards? Here is Songiape. Gets the roll. Ties it back up. Drew Leo.
Not quite sure what happened there, but Jordan Ngatai was sliding from down the basket right out to the sideline.
It was like a summertime picnic of slip and slide in the front yard.
With the black tarpaulin when you couldn't afford the store-bought one.
The old bar of soap. Here's Xavier Cooks on Romaro Gill, feeds it out. Johnny Halou back inside. Cooks goes to Vidanovic, tough shot. Can't convert. And now Winston Shepherd wants to up the pace yet again. Hard to the basket. Draws the foul. No, he doesn't. He's called for the offensive push.
Wow. Might just see that one again.
He's not afraid to ask a question.
No.
Here he is. Let's watch the elbow. Line ball. The officials are a little bit closer than us. Johnny Halou with the pass, and Jordan Ngatai had already left the spot.
Tell you what, since that timeout, the Sharks have come back and really tightened up that defensive pressure and put some good pressure on the ball, making unforced turnovers.
Well, the other difference is this man's not on the floor at the moment, Mike Smith.
Okay.
What did we miss?
Yeah, must have had a technical foul there as we were having a quick look through the stats. And the Saints have converted. So Ngatai is not going to turn down opportunities like that. Puts the Saints up by 1. 4 to play in this second quarter. Drew Leo, that came off the hand. That's a block for Cooks. And now quickly back the other way. Here's Halou. Vidanovic gives up the 3, goes back to Halou. Gives it back to Vidanovic. Second time look. Long rebound falls to Ngatai. Xavier Cooks with the mismatch. Out to Vidanovic. Into the corner. Jordan Ngatai. Cooks underneath. Can't finish. Have a listen to the crowd riding a wave with Xavier Cooks. Athletic stuff. Drew Leo short on the shot is Inga, and here come the Saints again, quickly up the floor. Man, that had everything from end to end. And in the end, no additional score for either team as Tommy Vidanovic draws breath.
And like I said, this might be the difference maker here. Mike Smith back on the court. Just able to break that zone.
Each team just trying to get a break here at the moment.
Oh, come on, block out.
McRae on the floor now. Duran with 3. That's helpful.
That's his second of the night. You certainly don't want to leave him wide open.
Block out.
Mike Smith has been a star of the first half. Here he is with an open look from deep. Xavier Cooks underneath, finishes again. 17 rebounds, 11 points in the first half for Xavier Cooks. Jalen Durand, another triple from the Sharks guard, and he's finding some rhythm tonight.
And with a little acknowledgement because Xavier Cook had a hand right in his face.
Reignite it. That's not the one.
He's got 11 in the game, and another errant pass by the Saints. It's twice they've gone to Jordan Nartai, who's left the spot.
I'll get a timeout.
Here's Durand. Little floater is good. Well, in the last couple of minutes, Jalen Durand has come to play.
2 threes and a little running floater there, but you're right. It was the last 2 turnovers, unforced errors by the Saints. Jordan Nartai looking at cutting. Just a little bit of miscommunication, but big news for me tonight is Dane Samuel, leading point scorer for the Saints, sitting on...
Hasn't scored.
Nothing.
And he's 0 of 2 from the field. Here's Guy Malloy.
I'm okay if you guys want to do oranges on the floor, but don't take the heat off our defense. Like, our rules were good. We had things locked in. Now, there's no ball pickup. The guard hits the 3 and then rolls off the pick and roll. Offensive rebound, like we're gifts in the game. 8 points to those guys. Go back to what we were doing with our rules before. All right? Work for it. All right? Now, hey, get to a spacing that we know, because turnovers come if we don't know what we're in. Let's go to another side pick and roll, force the side pick and roll, and get to Nova. Yeah. Yeah. So when the guard cuts off here, look for this guy on the flash. High-low, get to here. If the high-low's not there, shot opposite. All right, here we go. Corner pick and roll to Nova. Here we go.
So the Saints trying to stop a Sharks run here. Jalen Durand has nailed the last 8 points for the Sharks. Ta'ihi Basketball Aotearoa with thanks to GJ Gardner-Holmes. It tips off on June 29, every game live on Sky Sport. Looking forward to this one. And make sure you stick with us at halftime, because we'll be catching up with one of the stars that we're looking forward to seeing in the Ta'ihi Basketball Aotearoa.
And it's not me, Justin.
It's not you, you're right. Although we could do that. Let's have a chat after the game, shall we? I've got a contract and a pen.
And I don't have any mobility. So if you can find that for me.
There's Dane Samuel. Can he find some touch? No, 0 of 3 tonight for the Saints, number 2. And the Sharks out by 5. Keep an eye on Jalen Durand.
Go get him.
Here's Drew Leo deep on the shot. Here is Durand. He'll want to shoot here. Make no mistake. He fires away and he makes 11 straight points for Jalen Durand.
Absolutely come on fire in the second quarter.
Game high 16. Little floater is good for Smith. Back the other way. His best game of the season. Durand is fouled and he's off to the Racine line.
Wow, that is watching Gerard and Mike Smith running up the court side by side. He's got the better of him underneath, didn't give up, kept going. That's 2 on Mike.
Has 4 triples in the game, 16 points now. Jalen Durand, one of the off-season recruits for the Southland Sharks, averages 4.5 points a game. He now has 17 first half points.
Like you said, there's always something between these two teams, and someone's going to step up.
Misses the second as Vidanovic takes the rebound. That's his 11th in the game. Saints dominating the boards. Offensive foul against Tommy V. He just has a look around. Not happy with the call. And right now, with just under a minute to play, the Sharks have made a run heading into the half.
Right, all behind Durand and his 3-point proficiency, but that snuck out really quickly.
They can extend it here, trying to keep their season alive. So too the Saints, for that matter. Great pass inside. Inga, DKP, now with the big fella Gill. Back to Inga. Kelmuk Poto keeps it alive, and another foul on Vidanovic reaching in. That's his second.
No, that's his third.
Third, is it? And that's going to put the Sharks to the line. 2 quick fouls.
Well, you hate to see that. You know, a good defensive play, missed rebound.
Here it is here, there's the arm. And Tommy V knows that it's his 3rd personal. He takes a seat for the rest of this half. Here's Kelman Poto at the Resine line, adding a little bit of colour. We made mention on Thursday night in that game against the Hawks, Megan, that he's let us down this season because he's only had the 1 colour.
Well, it's not halfway yet. Maybe he'll change it up.
Surely there's a change on the way. Nails the 2nd, and just like that, the Sharks are out to a 9-point lead.
Last 30 seconds of the half. Let's hear you, Wellington.
Here's Tuffin. Hard on Gill. Gill slaps it away, and here come the Sharks again. The Songi Ape has it knocked away by Smith. Nice little hand in from the side.
Well, that's probably the first time he's touched the ball. He hasn't done something spectacular, so we were all waiting for it, but good hustle back defense by the Saints, but 9 points in it.
There's the hand. Clean strip. The officials have had a quick chat, and it is a Sharks ball off the baseline. Durand, what a 2nd quarter he's had. He has opened this game right up. Short corner, DKP with Cooks. Great matchup. DKP back to his left. A miss, another rebound. Xavier Cooks clocks at 3, at 2, at 1. Inside pass to Kenneth Tuffin was lightning. And at half-time, the Sharks have made their move. Out by 9. Jalen Durand, the star of the show in the 2nd quarter. He has a game-high 17 points with 4 triples. One of the other stars of the show in that opening half was Mike Smith. We got him down courtside. He joins Megan Compain.
Well, Mike Smith, 9 points in it, but wow, that's been an exciting first half. What is it going to take for the second half for you guys to come back into it?
We got to play better defense. You know, they're down a couple of people. 6 has 17 points. It's too much. 17, sorry, it's too much, and we got to lock in on defense and, you know, be confident in our shots. We're getting good looks, we're just missing them.
They seem to be locking down on that zone. What's your answer to that? Because you've broken through a couple of times. Is that what you're going to keep doing? Keep attacking the zone?
I think that's how you break the zone. You got to keep attacking it, you know, and drives and kicks, and, you know, be confident in your shooters and keep shooting the ball, and it's going to eventually fall.
Thank you very much. That was high energy. What's it going to take in the first half? Second half, you've got a 9-point lead. How do you keep pushing?
Just got to do the same stuff that we're doing. Just keep playing hard and limit their catches.
So Mike Smith had a pretty good first half, pretty quick. How do you stop him?
First of all, he's a hell of a player. You know, he can play. So we just got to stay in front of him, stay down, and make him shoot the ball.
Thank you. Good luck.
DKP and Mike Smith having a chat with us. Halftime here. Sharks are out by 9. Don't go away. Sky Broadband halftime wrap coming up on the other side of the break. Welcome back to TSB Bank Arena, Sky Broadband, a halftime wrap. There's the Saints. They've got some work to do in the second half. The Sharks, with a 26-20 second quarter, lead this one by 9. Big crowd in attendance, as there always is here in the capital. They've seen some fun in the first half. They've seen some fun right now of a different sport. Golf balls going everywhere. Mike Smith, what a ball of energy he is. 11 points in that opening half, and there is always something happening, Megan Compain, when Mike Smith has the ball.
I'll tell you what, and as you say, if you're sitting courtside on the baseline, you'd be getting more than you bargained for. Every time Mike Smith drives to the basket, he is sliding your way.
Saints will be hoping for a big second half from their import point guard. But hey, back the other way, the Sharks have been impressive. They've had some real winners on the court tonight, and as always, Dom Kelman-Poto is just a tower of strength, offensively, defensively. He is one of the stars of the Cells NBL.
Oh, he certainly is, and he's just such a strong presence. He can do it at both ends of the court, pass and rebound and obviously score. Great body control, and wow, what a body.
Spent a bit of time in the crowd tonight, also has Dom Kelman-Poto. Let's have a look at some of the stats as we go through them. Sharks shooting a little bit better at the moment. That 18% from long range for the Saints is something they'll definitely want to fix.
Oh, they certainly will, especially when they like to take that, but also the rebound count. And as you say, Xavier Cook sitting on 18 rebounds in the first half. With that, that's the difference right there. But it's a 9-point game, and the Saints have got to start shooting the ball better.
Someone actually came up and said to me, what's the record in the league? Not quite sure. There's the leading scorers, Jalen Duran. How was his second quarter?
Wow, I mean, he came out of, like you say, almost nowhere. And but there's always someone that's ready to step up in these big games. And obviously tonight, it's Jalen Duran in the first half.
Let's take a break. On the other side, make sure you rejoin us, because we've got a star of women's basketball, a star of netball, and we've got some exciting times ahead. Paris Mason joining us on the other side of this break. Don't go away.
Jason
Sells NBL action tonight, round 7, Saturday night, and what a big one in the capital. Everyone having fun. Sharks lead this one by 9 at the half. Well, right now we're joined by a very special guest who has, well, got a lot on her plate, it must be fair. We're joined by Paris Mason, a star, of course, for the Central Pulse, but also about to play basketball for the Tokomanawa Queens in the Ta'ihi Basketball Aotearoa. That's not too far away. Junior tall fern, by the way. Paris, first of all, are you looking forward to the basketball season?
Yeah, I can't wait to get out there and play. I think it's an awesome opportunity for all us women to get out and play basketball, the thing we love, and especially in our home country, which is going to be amazing.
And of course that tips off on June 29, not too far away. Every game live on Sky Sport. Looking forward to that. But before we get to that, you've got a very special day coming up tomorrow. The Central Pulse, of course, in the final against the Stars, the ANZ Premiership. The title is on the line tomorrow. Join us from 3:30 on Sky Sport 1 in Paris. What a season it's been for the Central Pulse.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I mean, not many people thought that we could make it this far, but us girls have really pulled it out, and we're so ready for tomorrow, and I think we're going to go out there and just give it our all, and I think we're going to hopefully get good outcomes.
Look, I have a quick question before we get back to the game. Paris, you are a triple international as a teenager, and I know that basketball and netball, obviously, the two of the sports. What's your third?
My third sport is touch.
Oh, man.
Doing it all.
Doing it all.
The build-up for tomorrow's big game. It's going to be another packed stadium here in the capital. The Pulse up against the Stars. How's the build-up been?
I think we've had a really good training week this week, just going out there and giving each other great hits out there and just making sure we're pushing each other. I definitely think the team's come out of today's pre-game training absolutely ready and firing to court.
Well, we can't wait to see it. And dare I ask, how have the matchups been between the Pulse and the Stars this season?
I think all of the games have been pretty close. It's 2-1 to them, so hopefully we can get up, and tomorrow's the game that counts, so hopefully we can get that win.
I'm going to ask a really controversial question here. It's probably one you've never ever been asked before. Basketball or netball, Paris?
Oh.
And I'm going to put you on the spot right here on Sky TV live Saturday night. You can be truthful.
We're at a basketball game, by the way.
I love them both.
Yes.
Good answer.
Good answer. Hey, Paris, thanks for joining us. Looking forward to Ta'ihi Basketball Aotearoa with the Tokomanawa Queens. But, of course, before that, huge game tomorrow, Pulse and the Stars. Make sure you join us for that one. ANZ Premiership final is up for grabs, and we wish you the best tomorrow.
Cheers, thank you.
And I can't wait to see you on the basketball court, Paris.
Me too.
Good on you, Paris. What a start to this third quarter. Both ends of the floor. That lead is back to 6. Already seen a triple, seen a big block, and straight away we're back into it. Jalen Duran just allowed to get a shot up. Don't think the Saints coaching staff will be happy with that one, Megan. That looked a little bit too easy.
Particularly as we were having a really great chat to Paris just there, the Saints have cut the lead to 5.
Well, they did. In fact, that'll certainly help as Mike Smith fires from long range. And that lead again is now back down to 5. Here he is on the step back. Got such a sweet shot, hasn't he?
He does, but he's only 1 for 5 tonight, so he'll be hoping that a few of those start falling in the second half. And we know that he can, that he has the capacity to do it.
Winners so far in round 7, the Hawks, the Airs, and the Bulls. Right now, season-defining stuff between the Sharks and the Saints. There's a call as Mike Smith was almost at the other end.
That was really unlucky, I would say, because we were looking to see Mike Smith off to the races.
He was definitely gone. Let's have a look here. There's the hand. Well, 50-50.
Yeah, it's probably that downward slapping motion that always gets you.
There's Jalen Duran. He can just fire away the night that he's having at the moment. If you've just joined us, this man here lit it up in the second quarter. 19 points in the game. Came in with an average of 4.4.
That's a second on Braden Inger.
Tight game. 8th and 9th on the ladder, if you don't mind. They've shared the last 8 championships in the Cells NBL. Foul on Dom Kelman-Poto.
And that's his third. I think this is going to become very interesting as we start getting into deep into the second half. How many players are sitting there on 3 fouls for the Saints? You got Mike Smith and Tommy Vodonovic.
Now, you made a call in the first quarter, early in the second quarter, Megan, when we were talking about Xavier Cooks already having 14 rebounds, and you thought there was an error.
There was?
Well, Xavier Cooks has now gone back to 15 rebounds in the game. So clearly something's been fixed up at halftime.
That's right.
So well done you, Megan Compain. You called it earlier on.
I'm not saying he's not capable of it.
Well, he's still going to go past 18.
Yeah.
Here's Romaro Gill.
At the rim. Go.
The Saints are off quickly. They want to push the tempo now. Vodanovic, ball on the floor, turns it over. Winston Shepherd chips in front of Cooks. Now he has Cooks to beat, and he takes one too many steps.
Mike Smith went for that steal. He did very gingerly at three fouls. But talking of Xavier Cooks, 5 for 10 from the field. He's only put up 10 shots in starting to get into the third quarter.
There's Kenneth Tuffin.
I do wonder.
Well, there's another shot. That one's short. They might get a third look here. Tom Vodanovic is held by the arm. And he's off to the Razine stripe. Foul is on Burton. I don't know if it's just me, Megan, but it feels like the crowd energy's gone up another level as well. Here's this foul.
There's a bit of, I think he lost a little bit of balance there. I think he was lucky to get away with the fact that he did get pulled down on the arms, but he's got a bit happy and almost fell over and pushing backwards.
Another double-double tonight for Tom Vodanovic. Was the MVP of the NBL Showdown, of course, in 2020. Starred in that competition when playing for the Manawatu Jets.
And I'll be looking forward to seeing him in a black singlet on the 30th of June when the Tall Blacks take on the Philippines.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. There's a nice little roll and finish for Lusongi Ape.
And the first time I think he's made a field goal and not celebrated.
Turnover again, becoming a problem for the Saints. Winston Shepherd puts it up for Lusongi Ape. Shepherd gets it back. Kicks it into the corner. Lusongi Ape for a triple. Lead at 4. Saints need to look after possession here. Vodanovic fouled by big Romaro Gill, who just came up holding his right shoulder.
Let's hope it's not serious.
Had to leave the game early on Thursday night against the Hawks with an ankle injury. Speaking of ankles, Vodanovic is hobbling, and Romaro subbed out with that right shoulder injury, so
bad play all around, and puts him on the line for 3.
Here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, and that is heavy contact.
It's a hyperextended knee too.
Vodanovic is one tough character. He's trying to walk it off at the moment. I think if there was a vote, Megan, for toughest player in the Cells NBL, I'm fairly confident that Tom Vodanovic would figure very highly in the voting.
Absolutely agree, which is why I'd love to see him out there with Dylan Boucher.
Are you still talking about that?
Well, look, I have to go back to what I know, which is an era of years gone by.
I'm waiting for you to start talking about boxing rings or...
But that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Seeing those two battle down low for rebounds?
It would be sensational.
They must have crossed paths.
But I've always said, actually I don't know, you would think so. I've always said that if Dylan Boucher steps back onto a basketball court, he can't do so until the blonde tips return. Have to.
The Justin Marshall.
It's got to be back on. Lead at 1 now. So the Saints have made a good fist of it to start this third quarter. Basongiape knocked away by Cooks. What a game he's having. The Aussie import, fresh off a 3-year deal with the Sydney Kings, signed yesterday. Here's Mike Smith, dumps it off to Dane Samuel. And that's the Dane we know.
Well, there it is. We needed to get the lid off the basket for Dane, and he finishes off with a dunk. But how about Mike Smith again finding those penetration, dribble, in the defense weaknesses. So he's the only one that right now is being able to really expose the Sharks defense.
Saints from 9 down. They're now up by 3 on another Xavier Cooks mate. Shepherd back the other way. He answers for the Sharks.
And that's the Xavier Cooks. I'm just looking forward to seeing.
Here he goes again. Where's the foul?
Good job.
Xavier Cooks becoming a handful. Foul is on Basongiape, and is that the 5th team foul? We'll have a look here.
It might be.
I think they're in the bonus. Or was it the 4th? We'll have a look here. Xavier Cooks is already lurking at the Racine line. He's ready to roll.
Obviously knows something that we don't. There it is, a 5th foul. And that could be the difference maker in this game. We talked about how important it is to keep players out of foul trouble, but also to keep your opposition team off the Racine stripe.
16-6 start to the third quarter here by the Saints. They're now making their run. Cooks misses both. That doesn't happen often. Here's Duran. Can he get going? Yes, he can. And with the night he's having, the Saints will need to be mindful. He's up to 21.
I did, and he didn't even, thank you very much, Xavier Cooks, whatever. I'm just going to keep going.
Smith has big Liam McRae in front of him. No problems for Mike Smith.
And a turnover the other way. Wow, he is so pretty to watch.
16 in the game for this man now, fresh off a 30-point effort against the Airs in round 6.
Now he just looks like he's toying with them. Do you know what? I had an interview with him at halftime. He wasn't even sweating. I tell you, after all of that running and the pace of that game, he didn't even look like he'd broken a sweat.
Saints have turned a deficit at the half into a lead midway through the third. Let's have a listen to what the Sharks are talking about.
Hey, it's down this end. Like, how many O boards have we given up in this quarter? We've given up way too many O boards. Like I talked to you, you can't just stop. You have to keep playing, right? That's our thing right now. It's next play mentality.
Hey, they're overloading the zone now.
Yeah. Hey, so this possession, we're going to go 1. Yeah. Okay. This possession. Come out on.
There's a guy here and then a shooter in the corner.
Yeah. But
just go 1 right now.
Yeah, 1. Right. Now, hey, so he's in drops right now, so make him finish over the top of row. Right, you go over, you pressure, and then you wrap switch out. Okay? Let's go, boys.
1, 2, 3, go.
So the Sharks now have the test placed back upon them. NZNBL highlights show coming your way every Tuesday on Sky Sport 2 from 7:30, and if it's anything to go by from what we've seen already in round 7, you do not want to miss that show. Always a ton of highlights on a Tuesday night. Back underway here. The Saints with an 18-8 third quarter. Here's Jordan Nartai. Sharks wanted a hook. Dane Samuel. A little bit light on the shot.
Safety J! Safety J!
Basongiape back the other way with the floater is good. And just like that, the Sharks are back in the lead.
And that's what they've been doing well all game, is putting the pressure on the Saints after a turnover basket.
Hey, help a little bit, help a little bit.
There's Cooks.
Hey, great job!
Loose hand in there, and that'll send Xavier Cooks back to the coloured stripe. 15 points, 16 rebounds, 3 of 6 from the line tonight, Xavier Cooks.
No back doors.
I think they've just realised, the officials,
that they're in the bonus.
This guy behind the bench.
well, they should definitely be in the bonus. I'm surprised nobody's picked it up. In fact, no foul called. So must have just been knocked out of the hand clean. Yep. So hence the reason why it's coming in from the baseline. How's our form? Here's Kenneth Tuppen for three. Loves those situations.
No good tonight, though. 1 of 7 from beyond the arc.
He'll keep shooting, though. Speaking of shooting, Winston Shepherd drains the three and then has a long, hard stare at the Saints bench.
You got faster. Oh, shit, who you got, Drew?
Cooks on Gilt. There's a foul. And this time, Cooks will head off to the line.
That stare down was sitting right in front of us. Right, what was that all about?
Don't you call that over here giving somebody the stink? Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called?
Stink eye, yeah. Right. I'm just not quite sure what the Sharks, the Saints bench had done to deserve that.
Well, there was some serious stink behind it, Megan.
Stink eye.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Cooks makes the first. Have a look at this again. Here's the three. What's the stare? Hello. It was long.
Assistant coach Joy McLean still not quite sure what all that was about, but Xavier Cooks makes them both.
Yeah, better from the Racine line on that occasion, and it's back to 2. What a game we've got for you tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. There's a foul. It's on Kenneth Tuppen for a push off the ball there. So KT, that's his 3rd personal foul for the Saints skipper.
That's 3 players now for the Saints on 3, and they're slowly creeping up to the bonus position.
Well, the Saints responded, and now the Sharks have done likewise. Big Romaro wants it down on Samuel. Winston Shepherd, 1 dribble in, long 2, nearly off the glass.
That's really good defense there by Xavier Cooks. Kept his feet and put the pressure on the shot.
Oh, Cooks has it stripped away by Winston Shepherd. Have a look at this. Smith comes in. Shepherd finishes. No, he doesn't. Big miss in the context of this game. And the Saints can make him pay through.
Really wanted that to go. Look at the Saints bench up on their feet. Really needed that shot to go. That was a great transition basket.
Crowd up and about. Miss it one end, make it the other. And now the Saints lead by 1, and here's Dane again. The big finish from the big fella.
Well, we all know that this kid can actually play basketball, and he didn't do much or anything in the first half, and so how about him turning it on in the second?
No, to be fair, he was very quiet in the first half. That's an easy basket for Romaro Gill.
That's his first of the game, standing at a cool 7 foot.
7'2" to be
7'2",
precise.
thank you
Don't
for
take
the
away
correction.
those 2 inches from him.
Get over, Drew! Get over, Drew!
Couple of minutes to play, and getting over that 7'2" was nearly Xavier Cooks. Keeps it alive. That'll go down as another rebound for Xavier Cooks. He wants the floor cleaned up. Disappointed with himself for not finishing that putback.
And now he's at 18 rebounds there. Justin, so I think you're right. He will get to 20, but we should say Tommy Vodanovich is on 16.
Yeah, they've dominated the boards, those two tonight, both with double-doubles. How about this game? It's 1 point.
Hands out.
Lead has changed about 4 times in this quarter. Pass knocked out of play by Dom Kelman-Poto. He's a player that I think the Sharks need to be going back to.
I agree. He's just such a force, isn't he? He's such good. I mean, he's offensively so sound, but I think he doesn't get as much credit on defense as he deserves.
Good setup here by the Saints, and Smith with the triple from the corner.
And that got the crowd up and going as well.
19 in the game, Mike Smith. Tom Cowie gets Smith off the floor. Open 3 now. Tom Cowie, nice basket by the local Southerner.
Well, got the fire plug up off his feet and made him pay for it.
Tuffin, look out for Nartai just lurking in the corner here. Comes up to meet it now. There he is, Jordan Nartai. Off the front of the iron. Back the other way, the Sharks. Durand looked at a shot. Dumps it off to Burton. In hard on the baseline drive.
Well, Jordan Nartai has been very quiet this game as well. Hasn't really got his shot up and off.
What a final 10 minutes we've got coming up. Season on the line for these two teams. You would think whoever loses this game, Megan, it's curtains for the final 6.
Okay, that's 4 fouls on Zoe Burton. So Dane going to the line.
It'll be very hard for either of these two teams to come back from a loss tonight and make the final 6.
I think something would have to happen at the top of the ladder that would be a bit of a miracle, but as I say, we talked about it there at the beginning of the game. These are the kinds of games midway through the season for these types of teams that are, they've got all the talent to compete with the top of the table, just haven't had the wins in the win column.
And we've seen many cameos tonight. All of a sudden, we're seeing a Dane Samuel cameo. Here's Winston Shepherd. It's been one of those games. Mike Smith, Xavier Cooks, Jalen Durand, Dom Kelman-Potol. And right now, it's about Dane Samuel.
That's right, he might be smarting a bit from that bench start and decided to get up and get going in the second half.
7 points in this quarter for the Saints number 2. Mike Smith has been sublime tonight, hand down. Took the opportunity, couldn't convert. We're going to get one last shot here from the Sharks. Andrew Wheeler into the action. Was coaching the team just a couple of weeks ago. Durand under some pressure here. Did he walk too far? Ball in the corner. Winston Shepherd puts it on the floor, gets the shot and the miss. There's a foul here, and it's going to be against Andrew Wheeler. And what that will do, it'll send the Saints the length of the floor. There's Andrew Wheeler. Not appreciating the call.
Not appreciating that call. Neither will be Coach Leighton with 0.1.
Oh, and you can see there, just stepping under Xavier Cooks, Megan. So
you wouldn't know you're doing it though, would you? Not exactly the tallest in stature on the court. He's got caught underneath his feet.
Xavier Cooks at the line makes the first. He spent a little bit of time at the Racine stripe this quarter. 18 and 18.
And this will be a good little 2-point buffer if he could, 3-point buffer if he can make this go. He can't. The Saints will lead it going into the fourth.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that'll do us for 3 quarters. What a game in the Cells NBL tonight. Sharks led it at the half, but the Saints have come storming back. Season on the line tonight for the Saints and the Sharks. The home team out by 2. Big last quarter coming up. Don't go away. Welcome back to TSB Bank Arena. What a game we've got for you tonight. Have a look at the ladder right here, Megan. Sharks and the Saints keeping their season alive is a priority tonight. And we're in for a massive final 10 minutes here.
That's right, 10 minutes, because as you say, could determine whether either one of these teams have a shot at the final 6.
Saints leaded by 2 as Winston Shepherd gets the first shot of this last quarter. No Mojave King. Let's head down to Guy Malloy. Guy, what a game of basketball tonight. Ebbs and flows aplenty.
Yeah, self-inflicted wounds. You know, we're just like second shot right there, no block out. We can't get momentum. We'll get a little bit of a lead and then, you know, gift them back a few points. So we've got to lock in here.
Certainly a game of runs, Coach Malloy. But Mike Smith, talk us through how good he's been and what you want to see from him in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, look, I think Mike's got another gear here. He'll be difficult to guard with pick and rolls down the stretch. And you know, we probably need a couple of our perimeter guys to get going, make a shot or two for their confidence as well.
Good on you, Guy. Thanks for your time. Best of luck in this last quarter. Always appreciative of our coaches giving us some time at such important times during the game. Dom Kelman Poto at the line at the moment, can tie it up, and he does.
Was a 30 to 20 point run in the third quarter for the Saints. And as you say, it's been a game of runs. Whose is it in the fourth?
Here's Darnay Samuel. He came alive in the third and he started just the same way in the last. 9 points in the game for Samuel. Don't forget, no Mojave King tonight for the Sharks.
That's right. Now, how good have they been? You say Mojave King adds that, you know, speed on the wing and outside shooting potential, but the Sharks have not had any trouble getting up and down the court tonight.
Great job off the flash, T.
I think you and I could be playing for the Saints or the Sharks tonight and it would still be a close game, because there's just something about blue and orange. When these two teams meet, regardless of who's in the team, not that you and I would be in the team, you might make it, I wouldn't, but they just come to play, these two teams. It's tough.
They did. I've never been lucky enough to experience a game down in the Shark tank, but I know that anytime this team shows up in Wellington at the TSB Arena, it's a game. It's a game on.
Some misses from the stripe. And now Darnay Samuel can make the Sharks pay. Bang, bang, just like that.
And that got the Saints, all of them off the bench. Darnay, all of his points in the second half.
14 in the game now for Darnay Samuel. Saints are out by 4. Now the Sharks need to respond through Dom Kelman Poto. Where's contact?
You said it just before that it might be a matter of Dom Kelman Poto needing to take a little bit more on in this fourth quarter, particularly on the offensive end.
Averages just under 17 points a game this season at 59%. Nails that one from the line. Has 11 in the game, 10 rebounds. Another double-double. How many double-doubles would have Dom Kelman Poto had in his Cells NBL career?
Quite a few, if you're saying it there, Justin. I'm going to go with quite a few. As a betting woman, I'm going to say a few. Quite a few. And certainly racking them up tonight.
You looked at me as if I had the answer. I don't. I've got no idea, but you're right, there'd be a lot. Nice little hand in there too by DKP, doing it at both ends of the floor. Foul trouble there. Burton with 4, Shepherd with 3, DKP with 3. We'll keep an eye on that. Mike Smith is back into the action along with Xavier Cooks. And you would think from here, Megan, those two players don't leave the floor.
Well, I think fouls are going to determine that, particularly for Mike Smith, but great to see Jordan Nartai starting to contribute on the offensive end.
Takes the lead out to 5. It's the most it's been for a little while. Either way, Lasongiape turns it over. Here comes Mike Smith. Loves to get out and run. Little hesitation now.
Talk to each other.
Samuel Nartai has just nailed a big one. Goes to Tom Vodanovic, he's set. He can't make it. And the Sharks fans watching live tonight breathe a sigh of relief as Nartai gets a hold of Jalen Duran for the foul.
Hey, look, Orange is here.
Looks like the officials are going to have a quick talk about this.
What do you think the chat is with the referees?
Might be unsportsmanlike. Did he make a play at the ball? That's what they'll be talking about. Let's have a look here. It is unsportsmanlike, so there you go. That was the call. They didn't believe that Jordan Nartai made a play at the ball. Here it is. I mean, you look at the way that looked, and it's probably a fair call.
It's a fair call. Whether or not I agree with the new ruling, there's a bit of a different story. There's, you know, it's hard to see what disadvantage that foul would have given the Sharks.
Sharks
missed them both
with some more misses. They're 11 of 17 from the Racine stripe tonight. The Saints are 20 of 27. Jalen Duran just 2 of 6. I mean, for the game that he's had, 22 points. He's done a lot right. Just hasn't been able to convert on the easier shots.
Well, I think the crowd here at Kenny McFadden Court were thought they'd been vindicated with those 2 misses.
Winston Shepherd, 4 of 13 tonight, 9 points in the game. Here's Mike Smith. Can the Saints extend? Down to Darnay Samuel on that baseline drive. There's a block.
Mike Smith saw that pick and roll switch right away and was trying to clear everyone out so he could take advantage of the mismatch down low. But look at that, the foul count has...
well, that's only the first for the Sharks. Yep, in this quarter, but the Saints have already committed 4.
Good job, good job.
That might be telling in the dying minutes. Xavier Cooks, tough pass inside. Dom Kelman-Poto took it away from Darnay Samuel. Here's Inga. Can he get going? Yes, he can. Braden Inga. That's his second triple of the night. 8 points in the game. If the Sharks can get him going, look out. Xavier Cooks skips around. DKP out the finish.
I think he just caught DKP off guard. I don't think he knew what to do with that.
20 in the game for Xavier Cooks. And a handy 19 rebounds. Zoe Burton.
Comes on the wrong side, eh?
He couldn't drop the long-range bomb.
They can shoot. Get it. They say talk.
4-point game. Mike Smith. Hard
there
to the basket. Have a look at
that. And the crowd are on their feet.
What a showman. Mike Smith. The ball of energy. The Energizer Bunny. Have a look at this.
He called for the screen on the ball. He knew exactly what he was going to do when he saw the switch up. I'm going to take the big man to the hole.
Well, he's got a bag of tricks bigger than most, Mike Smith. The Sharks have to respond. Let's have a listen in.
We can't go here, right, because then it becomes a numbers game the other way. Slow the ball down here first, and then we're back. Hey, right now we're in 1. Right, hey, now's the time when we just have to grow a fucking fear and defend yours, right? Box the fuck out, don't let them get anything, right, and then get going the other way. Right, hey, keep attacking the rim. I like your shots, though. I like your shots. Shots.
Some shakes. We can work the shakes. All right, also, if we get a look here against man, let's go some horn side. That'll be time to work this now. All right, here we go. Come on.
Mike Smith, 21 points in the game. Xavier Cooks, 20 points, 19 rebounds. Tom Vodanovic, 14 points, 16 rebounds. Jalen Duran, the star for the Sharks tonight with 22. Dom Kelman-Poto has 12 points and 10 rebounds. Drew Leo with 11 off the bench. Nothing in this game.
nothing in this game. We haven't really talked about the fact that Dom Kalampoto is sitting on 12 points, so the Saints have actually done quite a good job of limiting his offensive exposure tonight.
Winston Shepherd draws the foul. He'll have a look from that very colourful Racine line. 9 points, 10 rebounds for the Sharks import this evening. Played for the Rams in 2018, makes the first. Brings it back to 5, Megan. Just feel like everyone here, everyone at home, all the Sharks fans tuning in tonight, it's just edge of your seat stuff, isn't it?
It is, and there's nothing in this game. 5 points is nothing. We see how many of these players can get hot and turn it around in such a short period of time.
It just feels so strange, 7 rounds into a season, that we're talking about the Saints and Sharks in 8th and 9th on the ladder, trying to keep their season alive.
Might be a first time ever for the NBL League in New Zealand that you'd be talking about the Saints and Sharks being in the bottom of the ladder.
Well, when was the last time the Sharks lost 5 in a row, Dane? Samuel Cooks!
And that's 20. 20 rebounds.
Xavier Cooks. Shepherd's fouled by Samuel. He'll go to the line.
Boys, hey, sit down.
Yeah, 5 losses in a row coming into this game for the Sharks. I don't know in the history of the Sharks from 2010 whether we've ever seen that.
No, I agree with you. It's an unusual league, an unusual season. Like you say, we're sitting here commentating on the 8th and 9th place teams on the league ladder, and it's the Saints and the Sharks. But it certainly hasn't felt like a bottom of the ladder game tonight, with as much excitement and pace and energy these two teams have brought to the floor.
Another miss from the line. And what we're hearing around the league everywhere we go, Megan, is just the fact that on any given day, any given night, any team can beat another team. We've seen the Bulls beat the Giants tonight.
And we saw the Airs take down the league leaders to
last
Otago.
night. Second shot. That's a make. Brings it back to 6. Plenty of time left in this game. Sharks led by 9 at the half. Smith with the miss. Let's see what DKP can do. Gerard, that is a high ball. Jalen Gerard. That almost hit the rafters.
I think Xavier Cooks is giving him a bit of a high five for that one. You can't be mad.
Wow. 25 in the game.
So tell me how you can hit that shot, but you can't hit a foul shot.
That was in rare air. Xavier Cooks back the other way. A little bit too strong. That margin at 3. That margin still at 3 as Jordan Nartai slaps it into the backboard. Highlights are plenty tonight. The Saints settle it down. Smith gets around Gerard to the basket.
Just a snip of a hole and he can find it.
Burton tries to answer with a triple. Can't do it. Ball's kept alive by Inga. Here comes Winston Shepherd getting up. Not clear by Cooks. Loose ball. Smith brings it up. Man, this is a fun game in the Cells NBL. Here's Smith. Cooks. They settle it down. Dane inside, goes back hard with his right. Makes the basket. Timeout called by the Sharks. 3:47 to play. Saints out by 7. We have had it all.
Big smile on the face of the Saints as they're walking off the court right now. 7 points with 3.5 minutes to go. And Dane Samuel, that's my man of the match for the second half.
With us here at TSB Arena.
He's been involved in everything, hasn't he? 16 points in the second half for Dane Samuel tonight. Let's head down to Guy Malloy. Saints out by 7.
Stay on the switching, right? Hey, do little things to get to the gap and shrink the penetration. We've got to make them kick it out. No foul. Move your feet, keep it in front. Force contested shots. On rebounds, we're desperate. Talk to each other. Two guys keep knocking it out. Talk to each other. All right, hey, I like us in some shakes. Or go a horn. Now, hey, if we're horn side, you be the guy under the ring, you're the foul line, you've got the ball. Hey, one stop here. Here we go.
Hey, defense on 3, 1, 2,
Well, you can tell from all of that, Megan, that the desperation is there. Same would have been going down in the Sharks huddle. It is make or break time.
Absolutely. Neither one of these teams want to lose this game. There's so much on the line. And they both deserve to win. I don't think anyone would have expected that the Sharks were going to put on a show like this, and 7 points in it, but it hasn't felt like that all game.
We're just going to clean up the floor.
Hey, the sideline.
Dom getting a couple of warm-up shots in.
As you do.
Why wouldn't you?
Take the opportunity.
Absolutely.
There he is. One of the nicest guys you will ever stop and chat to in the Cells NBL, Dom Kelman-Poto. Always has time for the fans. We love that stuff. Oh, errant pass, just kept in play. Going over the half there by Durand. Here he is with a shot. He's had a big game. Winston Shepherd underneath. He can't finish. And Xavier Cooks with rebound number 21.
Big smile by Tom Vodonovic as well there. I think there must be a little bit of words going down with Shepherd and the team, but got his hands on that one.
Yeah, came up with a good strip. Nice little pass off to Inga. Pulls up the train, sends it back to Zoe Burton, who can't complete from the arc. 3 minutes to play, Saints by 7. This would be handy, Xavier Cooks.
Too easy.
24 in the game for the Aussie star. Dom Kelman-Poto only finds Jordan Nartai in the end. And Mike Smith wants to settle it down.
Talk to each other.
Very rare to see Mike Smith not going
hell for leather.
Hell for leather. It's a very apt description. Downtown stuff from Nartai. Sharks have to move here. 9-point margin now. Durand for 3. And maybe the Saints have taken the wind out of the sails here.
I think, yeah, well, just judging by Mike Smith walking the ball up the court, trying to maybe eat into a little bit of that time, would say that they feel like...
Well, he couldn't find a basket there, but for about the 8th time tonight, he took out the signage. Here's Inga.
And another rebound.
They're out by 9. Saints have withstood an enormous amount of pressure tonight. Down by 9 at the half. Here's Mike Smith. He has been delightful. As sweet as it gets. Mike Smith, the hero tonight for the Wellington Saints. 26 points, if you don't mind.
Just love seeing players like that when they have their games. They really come alive. They bring the team along with them. The crowd absolutely love it. It's so cool to see here in the capital tonight.
Well,
He's got the biggest smile on his face.
Had 30 against the Airs last week, as we mentioned. Got them across the line. And he's been similar tonight for the Saints.
Yes, switching up. Okay, find some middle pick and roll. I like that. We're going to have a mouse or a turtle. Hey, if we've got a mouse here, look for some feathers now. Look for feathers. Come up, come up. We'll get those guys on feathers here, you right? That'll be a good look for
Well,
it.
we don't normally go into the timeouts in the last couple of minutes. We've been a little bit fortunate there, but that's okay. When you're out by 12, you're probably forgiving.
Well, I've got a little wager for you here, Justin. Does Xavier Cooks end up with more points or more rebounds tonight? He's currently sitting on 24 points, 23 rebounds.
That's a very good call, Megan.
I thought so. 1.5 minutes to play. He's still on the court.
We'll keep an eye on that. Xavier Cooks watch in the last 88 seconds. Sharks, desperate times right now. They must score, and here's the man of the moment, Xavier Cooks, with block number 3 tonight. What a game he's had. First game in front of the hometown fans. Once again, Smith happy to use the time. Pulls up, another 2 would be handy. What a night. 28. 14-point margin now. They've dominated the last few minutes, the Saints. Xavier Cooks, rebound number 24.
To tie it up. So long as he doesn't score. Another offensive rebound, maybe.
Here's Smith. He's hungry. He wants more. He gets more.
Just to give the crowd a little more at the end of the game.
What a feast tonight for Mike Smith. Late points for Drew Leo Lesongiape. All too late, though. 13-point margin. The Saints to win their second in a row.
When I say hell, you say
and
pizza,
keep their
hell.
final 6
Hell.
alive.
When I
The
say
Sharks, on the
hell,
other
you
hand,
say
head
pizza,
home
hell.
after a
Hell.
tough road trip, losses
When I say
to the
hell,
Hawks
you say
and about to
pizza,
be
hell.
to the Saints. And it's been a tough old 7 rounds for the team in orange. Dying seconds. Rebound, nearly for Cooks.
Why not?
Jalen Duran banks one in for 3, but it matters not. The Saints are going to win this one by 10. The hometown crowd on their feet. What a game tonight. Xavier Cooks, 24 points, 24 rebounds. Mike Smith, 30 points. Tom Vodanovic, 14 points, 17 rebounds. They starred. The Saints win it by 10. And on they move. Round 8, they take on the Giants and the Bulls, both away from the capital. The Sharks return home to take on the Jets. The Sharks move to 2-7 on the season. The Saints to 3-5. Xavier Cooks starred tonight. Here he is with Megan Compain.
Xavier, so down 9 points at the half to come back and win by 10 it was. What happened in the second half to turn it around for the Saints?
We were just doing dumb stuff in the first half, turning the ball over, not crushing the rebounds, not getting back in defense. And we just cleaned up the little things and got the result we wanted.
Well, it's great to see you here. I'm sure the crowd's really happy to have you here. You see the banners up. The Saints aren't used to being 9th in the ladder. We're hoping that you can help turn the team around with some really good players behind you. What's up next for the Saints?
You're right. I mean, look at all these banners. They're a winning organisation, so we've got to turn the season around. I've had fans pretty mad at us at the street these days, but I'm here now. We've got a full team now, so we've got to try and turn the season around.
Awesome. Win tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What a start tonight. Xavier Cooks. He was a tower of strength. 24 points, 24 rebounds, including 7 offensive rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks. He was dynamite, I should say, and made it look easy at times. What a big inclusion for the Wellington Saints in season 2022. And he gave the fans plenty to cheer about. Xavier Cooks. Big win for the Saints tonight. There's the stats. Look at the rebounds, 61 to 45. An area of concern for them, but very good tonight.
Very good tonight, and I think we talked about how this game felt like a really good, solid game of basketball. 12 turnovers per team is not that much, so it was a really solid game.
Well, hope you've enjoyed it. Round 7, thick of the action. The Saints get the win. The fans are happy. They get up by 10 over the Sharks. It's been a massive season and the Saints are still alive. What a night in the Sel's NBL.